Here we go. Just open this mysterious box with the Anchor logo, and you'll find this rusty vintage sailor's multi-tool knife. Knives like this are also known as true sailor knives, rigging knives, or rope knives. From the names, we know this isn't a weapon against pirates. It's much closer to a multi-purpose repair tool. We can also tell it's closely related to ropes. Its core feature is what's being detached now. This marlinspike for rope work. Imagine a strained hemp rope on board. After enduring wind, sun, and salty sea water, the knots become as hard as wood. Untying them by hand is impossible, but a storm might hit in just seconds. With this knife, you can quickly undo the knot. In the sailing era, a sailor's professionalism often depended on their skill in using this knife. In this video, we'll follow this restoration master to perfectly restore it. I'll explain each step and more facts about it. Now on to the restoration. First, the master uses acetic acid to remove rust from the knife and the mystery box parts. Though it's a weak acid, it cleans iron and copper rust well. It slowly reacts with ox hides, turning them into loose compounds. This minimizes metal damage, so restorers often use it on old, fragile antiques. Of course, less damage doesn't mean zero. After a 10-hour soak, baking soda is needed to neutralize the acid and stop corrosion. Meanwhile, he gives the parts a deep clean to remove all loose rust and dirt. After cleaning, we can see many rust pits on the parts, along with usage marks. To fix this, he'll completely grind them down using advanced grinding techniques. Such thorough grinding will remove some material, but for a perfect result, this wear is acceptable. Also, did you notice a detail? The main blade looks a bit weird compared to standard daggers, hunting, or military knives. Its tip is noticeably rounder. You could even say it has no traditional sharp point. This isn't a manufacturing error. On the contrary, it's a classic sailor knife design. This blade shape has a specific name, sheepfoot blade. As mentioned earlier, it's not for combat, but for handling ropes and canvas on board. Just imagine a ship rocking in the storm. It's full of expensive sails and crisscrossing rigging. If you use a pointed knife and make a slight mistake, the tip could pierce the sail or sever a crucial rope. Such a loss was huge in the sailing era. So for sailors, the biggest risk isn't a dull blade, but a tip that's too sharp Thus, sailing tools gradually evolved. This rounded tip design, it keeps a sharp edge to cut ropes easily, while the rounded tip greatly reduces the risk of damaging sails and ropes. Oh, one more thing. Pointed knives can also accidentally injure yourself or your crewmates. Back to the video. Just now, the master thoroughly ground and polished the blade. And now, for this rust-free brass shell, he uses the same method to process it. Next up are these two plastic handle scales. Again, a deep clean comes first to remove rust and dirt. After cleaning, the next step is fixing a cracked scale. Luckily, no material is missing, so he clamps it in a vise and applies super glue to seal the crack. Once fully cured, he sands and polishes it to remove surface flaws and restore its shine. With the scales done, he grabs to iron nails. He'll use them to make new rivets for the knife. He heats them up and lets them cool naturally. This is annealing for low-carbon steel nails. Annealing lowers hardness, but increases ductility and toughness. In this state, the nails are much better for rivets. After some work, rivets of various sizes are ready. Next is this leather lanyard. Though it has cracks, it's structurally sound and still usable, so he applies leather conditioner for a deep spa treatment to bring it back to life. Now, after sharpening the main blade with a sharpening guide, it's time for final assembly. While he does that, let's talk about the last fork-like tool on this sailor knife, the shackle key. As the name implies, its main purpose is to untie or break dead knots. You might wonder, wasn't untying knots the marlinspike's job? Yes, indeed. The spike does that too. But compared to a shackle key, untying knots is just one use for the spike. Its core purpose is creating spliced high loops. An eye splice is a secure loop at the end of a rope for hanging pulleys or anchors, or securing ropes. Eye splices are essential. Compared to normal knots, splices are smoother and distribute stress evenly, retaining 90% of rope strength. Back to the video. After assembling the mystery box is put together, this vintage sailor's multi-tool, with an unknown history from a mysterious box, is now fully restored. As always, rate this restoration from 1 to 10. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye for now. Thanks for visiting Max's shop. Bye.